Yeah.
About the sunstone.
Um,
That's all right. I bought a dedication, so
That'll be my next 25 points after the true aim.
hey, just to verify, when it's red, that's the all the time, and the brownish is the you have to do it, or the other way around.
It's the other way around. Yeah, the red is the you have to do a thing to make that talent happen. So it'll be like make a leadership roll, or when you take the aim action.
yeah. Basically, it's an action or maneuver or something where the other
It'll
is
say like an action, incidental,
passive.
or maneuver.
Yeah, I just realized when I pull up the book will tell me, so I don't have to guess. But for some reason, I was guessing. Yep, suppressing fire is passive.
Where are you opening up all kinds of stuff on my screen?
I'm
Yeah.
just sharing using advantages and threat in urban combat, and using advantage and threat in a urban setting. Is this maybe something you guys could use? And totally make things pop up on your screen just to mess with you.
Yeah, cluttering up my screen, man. Going off my groove.
I'll go ahead and throw this down here.
It's okay. Diesel doesn't need to see the screen. He's blind currently.
Yes, we know. Thank you. Thank you so much for reminding. Just gotta rub it in.
All right, why doesn't this window let me?
So I'm sharing more things with you. Now the question is everybody ready?
Maybe. Hey, the symbol that's the wreath with the dot in it, that's a success, right?
That's
Advantage.
Advantage.
Yeah,
the starburst is the success.
You guys were both talking at the same time, and I heard neither of you. What is the success?
Go ahead, Jeff.
The starburst.
Thank you.
Jeff, your voice sounds so different.
Yes.
I know. It was weird.
Sounds like Jeff to me. Hey, Jim, what book are those from?
That's a good question. Different ones are from different books. Most of them were from the Jedi book, but if you go to the very bottom corner, it should tell you. Or I could be completely wrong since I'm seeing no page number identifier in the one I'm just looking at.
Let's see. What's this one have to say? It doesn't
Endless Vigil.
Yep, Endless Vigil looks like the most.
At least threat and crowds, traffic, and confined spaces.
Yeah, there's one window that I accidentally closed, so.
Each one are from different books, but if you scroll down in the player's journal section, you can find all of those handouts down there at the bottom. I just figured I'd share them to you to make it more accessible for you. Because now that we have this beautiful urban combat, we might as well use it. especially since where last we left off, the group is technically split up. We've got 3 Mandalorians with an unconscious target on their shoulder, and then 2 Mandalorians, one of them helping the other one who's currently blind and staggeringly wounded. Which pocket are your stim packs in?
Christ.
Ooh, everybody's rolling dark side.
Let me get in
Okay.
there. Hold on.
You're
Just kind of a
embracing how
dark
desperate the situation is.
It is kind of a dark situation at the moment.
Save us, Golda.
Hey,
Besides, I got plenty of hit points still.
Jesus Lord. What are you people doing?
Yay! Chap gave us 1 light side point.
Yay.
All right then.
As the group is totally split up in epic confusion of street fight and gunplay, and I'll give you guys a second to orient yourselves on the map. Conveniently, we've
Ooh,
got
we have a new
2
fancy
over
map.
here and 3
Yeah.
over here.
This map is so big I can't see where we are. Oh, there we are.
We're way
You're
to
down
the
over
bottom.
here.
Yeah, I have it all the way out to like 40. And
It's
I
a
still
nice
can't see the
map.
whole map.
It's a
And so
big
we're
map.
saying this is our hotel.
that this is the hotel.
Okay, sorry. I literally cannot see where you guys are flashing. Do it one more time.
Far left.
Okay, 2 people are flashing.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was
Who's
going
blue
to say.
and who's green?
I'm blue.
I'm the greenish blue.
Okay, my boss is telling me that right there is my hotel.
Where's the hotel, Jim? Because I was clicking on a different building that was not the one you were clicking on.
It's the one that is north of where my character is.
Look towards the middle of the map.
So, northwest corner.
You
Or
put like street names on this
northeast
thing, like
corner.
Broadway.
You're like
Broadway
on the
Alright,
corner
so-
of it.
Can we
Empire
The-
Boulevard.
do we have Pantano on
G-
here somewhere?
The geography has completely changed then.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, you're already right next to the hotel, apparently.
You guys
So
were
this-
right
'cause-
there against the building.
Okay, really quick. Last week when we played, or whatever it was,
Yeah,
we
this is
were. Yeah, here's what it was.
the hotel
We ran-
was this way.
Yes. So which?
Well, he did say reorient yourselves, so maybe we got turned around.
And the last
Okay,
thing we
go.
got was the 2 Mandalorians that were wounded were going undercover to get some concealment, which is why I totally figured you guys are across the street because I need to make a map big enough for you all to get lost and separate. That's why it's such a big map. So
Okay.
you guys ran across the street to get undercover.
Right, and I was
Marvelous.
figuring the hotel was still back in this direction because we were going to start moving that way. And based on this map, I was figuring these buildings were the casino.
Like,
Can't
what are
see
you
you
even
flashing anymore.
referring- Oh, there you go.
Oh, I thought that was. Yeah, if you're looking at it straight, that would be the casino. Across would be the hotel. I see what you're trying to say.
Yep.
But then you would disappear off the map in no time. So this is the hotel you were in.
Okay. So
Can
now
we,
we're
can we
in
label
this
things? So
Okay,
Golda
so
doesn't get
here's the
fucking lost?
casino.
Yeah,
Here's
can
the
we put
hotel.
labels? Can we put labels on it that says
All right.
casino? Hey, there goes Jim.
or HC Icky.
Yep,
There you go. There's an H and a C.
bless you.
Thank you.
Bless you, because I was like, I'm gonna continuously
No,
turn
it
around.
was
Especially when I move sizes, because I'm out to 21 and I can barely make anything out. All right, here we go. Woo. Okay, and so really quick, if we if we take the street that that has 8 above it. If we take that road and this way, I'm the pink flashy light now. That's going to take us to our ship, correct?
Yes. Technically,
Okay.
either going north or going west on the map will get you to your ship.
Great. So it's up to the north, over to the left, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Got it.
End up, sit down, fight.
I don't know. I might get dizzy, Kelly. All right. So let me see if I put anything in my notes about what our great plan.
It was a great plan.
Diesel is blinded. Chaff grabs up Diesel with an arm under his, and we race off trying to hide. Stealth roll with 1 success and 1 threat, and we are out of view. That was my last notes. So I have the sword and Diesel.
Yep.
All right, and I passed Diesel a stamina potion and a healing potion.
So, Jim, with the new orientation, am I right that the spaceport is to the north?
For the north,
West.
kind of northwest.
To the northy, to the westy.
So basically up in that direction.
This way.
Yeah, where I wrote
That's what I
spaceport.
understand.
Oh,
Did you
okay, so
write
that
spa-
goes-
oh. It's black text, my friend. Can you make it a color like white or maybe?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to there we go. If I delete it and then retext it and change the color of the text first, we're going to make it red. Well, not a crazy bright red.
And if you put it on the street, it might be more of a contrast than against that building.
But it's like more west and north.
Yeah.
I was still looking to see where he was typing that.
You already
Usually at
deleted
the
it.
top
So
edge.
North,
It's
slightly to the west.
to the west, slightly north.
When I just asked, Jim said north, but slightly more west.
yeah.
North by
Now it
northwest.
says spaceport in red. Can you see it, Jim?
Yep. But
Whoever
that's
did
fine.
the hotel and the casino, that's the great way to do it.
Gunter, as
that
I said,
color-
if you
That was
go
me.
north or you go west,
was you, Jim?
either way you can get away. The key here is getting away.
Right.
'Cause
I just
remember,
want to make sure that we know which direction we need to go to get away.
Yes, that was my thing because I was gonna run this direction, and if that's not the right way to go, I don't want to. I was thinking about running this way or this way, like to get into these buildings over here with Diesel. I'm trying to get Diesel off the street so we can
Well,
do what we
we're-
need to do to get him healed.
Already out of sight of these guys right now, so
at least for the
Yes.
moment, you managed to dive under the building's shadow and blend into the crowd enough that the guys in the hover vehicles with the guns don't even know of your presence. They see the 3 people with the guy unconscious on one of their shoulders, and that is their fixation right now. Unless, of course, you want to shoot at them and remind them that you're there.
no.
Well, I'm
Because my gun
assuming
won't-
that
my
seeing
gun
a
won't
wounded
reach, so.
Mandalorian and another Mandalorian going away might trip them off. Like they might be like, we're not
Not if
smart, but
we-
maybe.
Not if we walk casual, they'll pay attention to their current targets. We'll be all good.
All right. I reach into my pack and pull out a bottle, like a wine bottle or a beer bottle, and I spill a little bit onto myself and Diesel, and I stagger slightly with him, so it looks like we are intoxicated. So his stumbling isn't as obvious, and if anybody smells us, they will like drunks and walk the other way.
What the hell's this swill you just threw all over me?
It's the cheap shit that you keep saying that I'm going to like. No.
It's great. You like it.
Right?
It's fine.
It'll take hours to wash this shit out.
Yep. Just buff it out. Okay, so that's us. Which way do you think we should head, Dave?
Away.
West.
Asking the blind man to point which way to go.
Okay, come with me if you want to live.
Well, but Golda, keep in mind that we're actually still in combat, so you don't just get to move across the street.
You are still in combat. I am in hiding.
Right, but you're still
It'll
in
still be initiative.
You're still in the initiative, and you still have to take the turn to move.
He did say reorient yourself, so I'm
No,
reorienting.
he said orient yourself, not reorient.
I thought
Do
I was
not
going to get
move
Panda
yourself.
Express.
I mean, because if we're reorienting ourselves, well, I'm just going to be way over on the west side of the map all of a sudden.
Yeah, but that's not what you were doing. I'm like, we were actually going this direction. I am not cheating.
He didn't say action
Yes,
yet.
he super implied I was cheating. And I was, but it's rude to point it out.
So go ahead and roll your vigilance checks for initiative.
All right. I just got something that I think helps me with that. Hold, please. I would like to suffer one strain to add an equal number. God damn it, I didn't write down what the symbol was.
Is it the laurel leaf or the starburst?
Well, I don't remember, and I thought that it copied and it didn't. So give me a second. I'm doing rapid reaction. It's in the core book, page 154. Rapid reaction. Character may suffer a number strain to add an equal number of starbursts to any vigilance or cool check to determine initiative order. The number may not exceed their ranks in rapid reaction. So it's the successes.
Okay, so you can. How many ranks of rapid reaction do you currently have?
I have one.
Okay, so you can choose to suffer one strain. So go ahead and take one strain, and it's adding one extra success.
All right.
And let's see what
An
your
equal
roll has.
number of.
Oh, you haven't rolled yet.
I haven't because I'm trying to correct my note here so that my thing is accurate when I go to it again. It put an and sign instead of the symbol I need.
Sometimes
Okay.
it doesn't carry the symbols most of the time. So
Yep.
Yeah, it has in the past, so I thought that it did, and then
yeah,
hey,
it's finicky.
okay, and
Usually
so
on my
we
NPCs, I put a capital S for success and a capital A for advantage. But then you've got
you
to
spell
make
it
sure
out.
to spell it out for triumph and threat.
yeah, I put it in the whole word in parentheses so I would remember.
Okay. Okay.
So I
look
got
at
2.
you. So that's going to make it 3 successes, 2 advantage. I'll laugh if I edit this for you, and it probably will mess something up because that's usually what happens. But on the plus side, that means you are going first.
Well,
One of
us is going first, and definitely not the people fleeing, because they're already hidden in a crowd. I would say
Everyone's
Kelly
fleeing,
goes first.
Technically. So who's going first? You've got the 4 guys in 2 different hover cars chasing after you. They're nice open convertible, so they can easily lean over and shoot you.
I would like to go first. I'd like to shoot at this one.
Are you shooting at the people or the vehicle? And by the way, remember, shooting vehicles is really difficult with handguns in regards to actually hurting them.
It takes like 10 points to one
Do a
structural
single
point.
vehicle point.
I want to shoot the
Mm.
driver.
Okay, he's got a little protection there, but you can totally shoot him.
I'm
He
going
is
to
one
aim.
range band up from the ground. So how far is he from you?
I can do long range. So
I just need to know
Right,
for the
but
difficulty.
okay, hold on.
shooting this one.
No, the second one. Or are you
The
changing to
second
that
one,
one?
this one. I figured I have a. I'm. This is me.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
So
So you're short.
no, this one. I'm trying to go for
Oh.
the farther one away.
Okay, so it's going to be long range shot.
Okay. And I aimed.
And you aimed.
Okay.
And am I
Yeah.
Nice.
asking questions while you're rolling? But yes, your dice pool was correct. Is there anything I need to give you besides just your aim bonus?
I can crit with that.
So you did get the trifecta. We have a success, 3 advantages,
For the
and
triumph.
a big damn triumph.
So guys, for the triumph, should I just flip the vehicle to
No,
where it
make
lands
it crash
on
into
top?
the other one.
Or as I say, that was my second choice, was to crash into the other one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, we're going for option 2. Crash into the other vehicle.
Okay, now just to make sure I'm clarified here, are we saying to crash and make them go fly off and blow up somewhere, or just
Ideally, spin it out and tip it over if that's possible, but
Max extent of damage allowable. How's that?
As you shoot the driver, he goes Wilhelm scream out of the side of the vehicle, clutching his wound, and the hover car smashes into the other hover car. And the two of them get fender locked together and start swirling together as this horrible bola flying through the air as it comes crashing down in traffic. Yeah, making sure I'm not hitting the building. As I kind of sideswipe one of the buildings. So that was something.
Yeah.
That's my guy's turn. I'm gonna totally
That's
give
a
two of
great
them a
shot.
chance to survive.
Now they
I want to know what their crit was.
the crit was for the one to crash into the other one.
I thought that was the triumph.
Oh, that's a triumph. Yeah. Oh yeah, the crit. My bad.
so for the crit,
Was the fact he fell down from a short height and broke
Yeah.
his neck and died the rest of the way.
is the
Remember
Sure.
falling damage in Star Wars. And needless to say, you saw that horrible coordination check. I gave them some black dice because of the spinning vehicles. They did not make their roll either and proceeded to take 13 points of wounds from the fall.
Ouch.
It was not pretty.
not sorry.
So, who would like to do what? Since apparently Kelly's just ruining the entire need for the map.
Right?
Y'all spent more
It
time
was the
complaining
best
about
time
labels than
triumph
her shot.
ever.
Well, seeing
So-
that that's no longer a threat,
Who's going
It's like,
next?
damn it.
I'll double move. Or Kelly, do you still want to take a move and start heading down the west?
Yeah, let's do that.
It will cost you 2 strain for a second move.
Oh, I think I'd rather save my strain for.
Yeah, I can see her strain bar, so I'm hoping she takes it.
Yeah. No, I'm not gonna move because.
In that case, I will single move.
Okay, you're running into traffic.
Yes.
Go ahead and
I'm waiting for the light to change.
Yeah.
Traffic is gonna come to a standstill anyways with the crashes.
Not the way you guys are walking. Your traffic's going just fine. Go ahead and give me a athletics or coordination check. You don't wanna fail this.
Ooh. 4 green or a yellow and 2 green.
This is that exact moment when you all think you're gonna take your payout and buy jetpacks, because this would be so much easier if you had jetpacks.
Wow.
Are you?
I
giving
think I'll
yourself
go.
an upgrade there.
I'll go athletics.
Okay, I got your upgrade in there.
Dice pool all good?
It's a slew of hover vehicles go flying by, even some hover Vespas.
Ciao. Ooh.
Just a triumph. I will totally give you that you managed to get through with only some quite brief scrapes on your armor. Your armor now has 3 different vehicles' color on it, but you take no damage. But what would you like for that triumph?
Oh boy.
This is where we find out if he's a player or not. I mean,
My running through traffic. My running through traffic, as is typical if you've watched any action movies, results in another accident happening, freeing up these guys to move across the intersection. Primarily these guys, but if possible, these guys too.
That was exactly what I was thinking. Is you cause a little 5-car pileup that is completely choking traffic off right now. That makes you a good team player.
Yep.
So currently, because of his extreme jaywalking, there's now a pileup blocking traffic for the rest of you 3. Or you 2.
Or you 4.
Or you 5.
No, just 4.
Euphoria.
So who's going next?
I'll be happy to. I'm also going to do the single move to get across the street.
Thankfully, there's a little accident right there. You just
Oh yeah, no,
not.
I'm going to take advantage
How
of
did you
that.
get so far?
If it wasn't for that, I was going to go north and do a west a little bit later, but
But how did you get so far in a single move? That looks more than 6 squares.
is it?
Yeah, I think you should be a little bit behind me because you were a little bit behind me.
Yeah, I got it. Well, I mean, I can take a full move just to get there.
You mean a double move?
A double move.
Well, and you can go a little bit farther too then.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, you are waiting for more security guys to come blasting out of that casino.
Yeah.
Jeff, we were going to go west.
Oh, okay.
As in your helmet, you're hearing him say, "West, west, west." As the man with the unconscious person on his shoulder goes running down the street at full speed. Since someone was kind enough to make an opening for him.
I'm the one with the body.
Oh, I thought.
Yeah, I don't think I was carrying anybody.
Yeah, I'm the one carrying the body, Jim.
Okay.
Because I have the brawn for it.
Drill has the body is my note with an exclamation point.
All right, I'm doing it. I'm changing the name.
Why?
Hey,
because everybody pronounces it wrong.
Your token is what we're gonna
Everyone
call
pronounces mine wrong, but it doesn't matter.
Yours is Talise, right?
Talise.
With a sh sound or a sound?
Shh. As in
Talise.
quiet.
Okay.
No, but that's the. I put it in my. If you look at my bio, I have the phonetic.
Got it.
Gunter's got Welsh. It's not even Drish. It's Dlich.
Well,
The double L is a sound we do not have in English. No one can pronounce it.
Can only
I
be
think
Drish
we
is
should
a-
rename him
Drish-
the unpronounceable.
Drish is a lot closer than drill, though.
Yes.
I mean, so change the spelling or put it in parentheses so we know how to say it.
Much like Kelly, I have it in my character name. It's just not on the screen.
And then I'll just say none of y'all remember the NPC's name, so there. And you're getting paid lots of credits for him.
That's true. I don't remember his name for shit.
So, suck it. Who's going next?
It's up there somewhere.
Dave and I. Follow me. Double move.
Thankfully, she is guiding you across the street as soon as the light did turn green, and the crowd goes with you guys, blending you in as you go running New York City style twice as fast as everybody else in the crowd.
The crowd goes wild.
Something tells me Talish might get jumped, but everyone else might escape thanks to her gift of gab and getting you guys out of the way. So,
Kelly, if you run this way, it's still in the right direction. It's like this way and this way is good. If you run with us, we can give you support. But it might also make you stand out. I don't know. What do you think?
well,
I think
Because
running.
I would have to go around, so I'd either have to go,
I think going this way would be bad because you run right across the front of the casino.
Yeah.
If more guards are coming out, they're going to be coming out this way.
I thought that this over here was the front.
No, that's the
No,
side.
the front was
That's where they
facing the
busted
hotel.
door.
Okay.
This was the side where they entered.
Oh, this is where we busted a hole in things.
So this is where we
opened the
busted a
door.
hole, right in this area.
Okay.
That's where I blew open the back door. This is where Dizo was stuck behind the front door dealing with the guards at the front. So when the fire alarm was pulled, he came running out there and came around this way.
I wasn't stuck. I had him right where I wanted him. It was all part of the plan.
It worked beautifully.
In a perfect world, this would be where top of the order and Talish would double move and then stealth roll to hide herself from casual observation as everyone's looking at the two crashed hover cars in the street over here. That is kind of distracting. But
Yeah.
it's not my turn. I don't get a turn until a second because someone rolled so good on their initiative.
Yeah, because I mean, I was initially going to be going this way with a single move, but maybe do a hide because I have pretty good stealth, but because I would have to take a double move in order to get.
You don't need to come to us. Just get this
just
direction.
cross the street.
Yeah, if you run across to where Bram is, that's a double move.
Just head left.
Yeah.
See?
Double move gets you to right there. Single move gets you to basically right there.
Yeah, I'll have to do a double move.
That's why I double moved to get us beyond.
And your teammate
Yeah,
did
you don't
basically block traffic with his body. Or was
you
it
don't
the
need
body
to
on
shoot
his
no
shoulder?
more.
I did. I made it nice and easy for you to do that double move. You don't have to worry about traffic.
That's true.
And Basically, you could
Let's
run
stop
across
the order.
street
So
and then
go.
dive against the wall to cover yourself, as a bunch of goons are going to be popping their heads out any second.
Is it my turn?
Yep.
I
Whoever
thought-
Stop
wants
the
to
order.
go
Go.
first.
Okay. All right. Hold on. I gotta take the thingy off.
If it
Select.
helps, it's not my turn.
Double move.
Don't roll yet. Are you going to do a stealth roll to hide yourself?
It should be
That
too
burn
strain.
strain.
Yep.
My cohorts are right here.
I mean, you can blatantly stand out in the open with your rifle, and in case some guys come out of the door, your buddy here with the body on his shoulder isn't the only one that's obviously out in the open.
Yeah, you know what? I'd rather be, because my armor's on the red, and I will. And technically, knock on wood, I haven't taken any damage. I'd rather be the target.
Oh, why does she have to jinx herself by saying that?
I know, right?
Okay.
Team player right there.
Knock
Go
on.
team, we
fake
don't want
wood.
to die.
She's begging the fates to piss on her Wheaties, man. Like,
Especially after that triumph, that roll. It's like,
Uh-huh.
oh, we give you this, and now this is what you're gonna do. Oh,
this is the behavior we see?
that's oh hell no.
These dudes are big compared to us. Holy cow.
Well, there's 3 guys to each grouping,
Yeah,
so
true.
they just look big.
As the last of the crowd goes spilling into the casino, some more of those security force guys, totally in action movie fandom, come bursting out, and the 6 of them immediately look around to see what can be seen from here as there's
I
screams.
don't suppose there's much smoke.
They're
As
coming out.
there's
Hut.
screams and explosions from over here where the hover cars crashed. There's a
How about some
loud
smoke here?
crash right here with people starting fist fights, and everyone's pointing at the Mandalorians as the cause of it all. So as they come out and they start to do their thing, what is our Mandalorian with the body on his shoulders stealth?
4 green.
Or green? That's pretty good. As you totally see them, and are you gonna like shirk away and duck to try to be a less obvious target?
Absolutely. In fact, if it was coming around to my turn, stealth was going to be exactly what I was going to be doing.
Okay. Well, these guys are going to be doing a vigilance or a perception, whichever they're better at.
Mm.
Guess what? They are not better at either.
Well, there is a lot of chaos happening right now, so they're not that.
What
hard.
happens when you hire Aquilish thugs?
There's a bunch of dead guys in the streets. There's 2 vehicles that have crashed, and a bunch of people who splatted like eggs falling out of a carton. There's a big traffic accident there, so it's up in the air. At the very moment, all 6 of the goons that have come out of the casino are looking around, taking in the fights happening here, the traffic going meh, meh, with all the horns. They look over here and people are rubbernecking at the accident over on this side. And the crowds are seeming to leave the area, which is good because they're going the same way you guys are. People don't want to be around whatever's going on here, especially the 2 guys that crashed their Vespas. That's the triangles. Because Star Wars gave us hover Vespas. So, for the very moment you are out of view, because you are the exact opposite side of the accident that you caused.
They came out and they're like, wow, the weather's really nice today.
The guy totally driving this hover vehicle is pointing at you saying, you caused this accident. Everybody else is arguing with everybody else in classic New York fender bender style. Who's going next? As our sniper ran her ass across the street, and she looks at you with her T-visor, and you look at her with the T-visor. Who's going next? I see measurements.
Yeah, that was me measuring to see where 30 was. I mean, we're all going, so whoever wants to go next.
Well, I would like to do it in a stealthy manner, so I'd like to, I guess, roll my stealth.
Roll a stealth. Okay, let me put the best person's perception there. Okay, your pool is actually don't roll yet. I'm gonna give you a blue for all the chaos and confabulation going on.
All right. You ready?
Yep.
Wow.
What?
Ouch.
What?
That I call foul.
How did that even happen? So 2 failure and then 6 advantage. How would you like to spend your advantage before I do something? That's a lot of advantage to spend. How many holes in the dike can you plug with 6 advantage before I tell you what's actually going to happen?
Well, I'm happy to take suggestions. I mean, part of me wants to buy up a whole, because I'm at like 9 out of 13 strain. So I'm thinking,
Yeah, I think you need to take some strain back for sure.
Yeah.
I would take some strain back and pass out a blue or two.
that's a good idea.
Maybe do one specific and one person who goes, whoever goes next, and then 3 strain.
We'll do that. So let's see.
I'm greedy. I would have gone like all 6 on strain.
Yeah. I wouldn't blame them.
If it turns into a running fight, you may want that strain.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I'm buying, taking back 6 strain.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And
Don't blame you there at all.
Immediately, one of the people walking around the corner sees Bram standing there and goes, "Oh my God, the Mandalorians are killing people!"
Fucker, shoot him.
Something to that effect, Rodian. And all the folks in these vehicles here are looking the general direction, going, "There's 2 Mandalorians!"
These are not the Mandalorians you're looking for.
What do you think you are, a Jedi? Okay, and you still have your maneuver if you like.
I was going to say.
Yeah. I'd be moving around that corner, man.
You bounce into
Oh,
some
yeah.
little street rat who totally brings the scene of the Mandalorian knocked over my candy.
Not
Brad,
going
kid, you're bothering me.
to. I don't want to completely like outpace everybody, so I'm going to just take a single move.
As you totally look across the street and realize your friends are blending in, it doesn't hurt that, Dizo's visor's all scorched and doesn't look like shiny Mandalorian armor at the moment. So who's going
Rubbing
next?
it in.
I will if nobody else wants to.
Yeah, I'm just going to do a stealth.
One of the keys of his T visor is broken. You see an actual eyeball looking through.
All right,
Just
so
looks like a dark spot.
good with me going next?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, I'm going to start with stealthing.
I think the pool rekindle is still good. Yep, still good, but you want an upgrade, so I'll give it to you. Ooh, your only light side points.
Yeah, I figure I'm the last one that's really out in the open, and I'm
And you got
carrying
a
the
guy on
body.
your shoulder.
Right.
I can see
All
why
good?
you want to be a little out of sight, out of mind. Yeah, go for it. You're ready. Damn.
Hell yeah.
So, with your 7 successes to stealth, what is it you happen to find on the city street here that helps add to your stealthiness here? Do you find some like old clothes and throw them over your shoulder?
Yeah, we can go with something like that. There's like this old ratty blanket that some homeless person left behind that I just throw over me and the body, and yep.
Obviously, it came out of one of the cars that crashed. Their trunk popped open, and this poncho blanket goes flying out.
Yep.
You're stealing my
All
blanket!
right.
Where did he go? You
And
stole my
I'm
blanket
going
of
to
invisibility.
move. And I can spend 2 strain to double move, yes?
Yes, you can.
All right, so that will put me right there. And I will take those 2 strain.
We have Mandalorians running down the street, being a great decoy for the rest of the group.
Except that I just disappeared.
Obviously, you found this nice
He was talking
crowd.
about Bram.
Ran past Bram, who's out in the obviously like instead of being all subtle and quiet, he's like smashing into little newspaper, vending boxes. He's smashed into a, soda machine that's out there. He's like, "Don't look at me, I'm being stealthy."
You didn't see me.
You didn't see nothing, mister, as you knock some little old lady and her baby buggy over. Okay, so what is Chaff and Dizo doing? As they're blending
We are
in, walking casually.
continuing. Yep, we are just casually walking away. We are part of the crowd that is trying to get away from whatever nonsense was going down at that demon-possessed hotel or casino.
Because Dizo does
Only
not want to
heathens and bad
sacrifice.
people go there.
Dizo does not want to spend an action to take a second maneuver right now, right?
No.
As you see some
Well, I don't.
vital fluids.
Well,
coming.
I don't need to take an action to take a second maneuver. I can take all the maneuvers I want. I just can't take an action.
But if you turn your action into maneuver, that counts.
Okay.
It's a horrible position he's in. He's like, don't make me walk too fast. I mean, you got plenty of wounds, right? Okay.
Well, wounds ain't the problem.
So
I moved. Did you come with me?
I'm
there you go.
Getting there. I was
come
looking
with
at
me
my
if you
character
want to
sheet.
live.
Come with me if you want to live.
Okay, so Bram and Talish, you guys are pretty obvious out in the streets right now.
Can I roll a stealth?
You could have rolled a stealth earlier, but now I'm just wanting to know: are you guys both trying to be casual?
Yeah, I'm.
Okay, so who's going first? Top of the round.
Kelly.
So I can't roll a stealth. I'm just gonna move.
If you're
Can't
going
you roll a
first, you
stealth
can
now?
Yeah,
You can
top of the
totally roll a
order. It's a
stealth
whole
now.
new initiative.
Yeah, well, he said that I could have.
Oh,
The
you
previous
didn't
but-
the last time.
Yeah, no, I didn't. But now I'd like
So-
to.
We're top of the order. If
Yes.
you want to go first, it would be a great
Oh, but
time to go stealth.
Wait a minute.
Stealth away.
Ellie?
Okay, but all right. So it's just
Yeah.
like
Dead silent, so I was worried.
okay. All right. Still.
Okay, so you put your rifle down so its barrel's not sticking out all obvious like, and kind of
Mhm.
shrug your shoulders and try to blend in with the crowd that's quickly getting away from here. Plus, Bram is like so open and obviously elephanting down the street here in Mandalorian armor. He makes
Yep.
a great decoy.
Now, can I still move?
Yeah, you can totally still move.
I'm just gonna do my regular.
Okay, probably don't want to get too close to Bram now that you're in incognito mode.
Maybe
Bram's gonna
move
make
one diagonal to him.
Like here.
Yeah. And if you're really high on your strain, maybe take 2
Oh no,
strain back.
I no, I did. I took 2 strain back.
Nice.
I needed to.
Yep.
as these guys are gonna split up. And they're gonna look around. These 3 are going this way to go look around. Where did they go? Wow, how far away is Bram? They're at long range. Their pistols do not shoot at long range. You know what? They're gonna look and they see Bram like barrel into that concession machine and they're like, there's one of the Mandalorians there! And they're gonna double move. In the middle of traffic, which is now stopped.
It works both ways.
And Bram, they are going to lift up their blasters and shoot into the thankfully not crowded area. But I'm still giving them a black dice because of all the craziness.
And they're taking strain, right?
Yep.
Which is actually damage, so.
Mm-hmm.
Guess they're just mooks.
There's 3 of them. Yeah.
So close yet,
I
so
found those
far
failures
away.
you had earlier. As all of a sudden, Bram, next to you, the vending machine robot that's there explodes as the blaster shots all rain into the vending machine you bounced off of. And they're going to give you, specifically, because the others are blending in with the crowd, a black dice on your next action. As you know for sure they see you, and they totally do that whole talking to their communicators of one of the Mandalorians is heading to the west. Let's see if Bram can do something before something happens. Who's going next?
Well, I'd like to go because I'd like to. Can I? Is it like given this building? Is there like somewhere where I can duck around so that I'm like out of sight and then try to stealth away from that?
Yeah, you can totally go into the building.
Okay, so I'm gonna go into the building.
Okay, you dive into the entrance. The auto doors open up. People are abruptly like, "What's going on? There's the streets out there. We heard explosions and blasters." It's a day that ends in Y on Nar Shaddaa.
Yeah.
Hey, Jeff, don't forget this is our hotel. So if there's like something that you need, like a key or whatever to get upstairs, you can just use your key to get somewhere else in the building to get away.
That's a good idea. I might do that, but first of all, I just want to get out of so that they don't have a line of sight on me and they will lose me.
So another question is, Jim, is this up in the north, northwest corner? Is this an alleyway, or is that just another building?
That is an alleyway.
So
There's space between
Jeff,
buildings.
Jeff, another option would be to go through the hotel and come out the backside and continue up north that way toward the spaceport.
Now, mind you,
Yeah, I
you are
like that.
into your hotel with fresh wounds and, blaster marks on your armor, and your weapon is still smelling like it's been fired recently.
So it's just another Thursday, right?
Yeah.
Just about. So there could be
Yeah.
consequences of running into your hotel fresh out of battle, but let's hope you succeed on your stealth check.
Yes.
I'm giving you both
But-
a blue and a black die for the people that are. As soon as the door opens, people are following you from the streets to get into cover.
And
I
I'm
have
going to
spent
use
that last
light
time.
I need
Okay.
all the help I can get here.
I've
Get
got
it,
that
get it.
in there for you.
All
You
right.
got this.
See how it's totally.
Beautiful. That's all you needed.
You know what you needed was just one.
And
Yep.
I got the one.
By the hair under your T visor.
And
as all
as for speech as a free action, I will over comms indicate that I'm going through the building. I'm going to take some of the back ways to the spaceport and see you guys there.
Got it.
As you dip in and the crowd is with you, and some people are giving you like looks, but then you just nod at them and they nod at you, and it's like watching the senior citizens group going into the hotel as a group, and you just blend in with their contraptions, their walkers and their bots that are carrying them, and you totally have blend in with them. And look at those blues coming through.
I just like the idea of I just melded in with apparently the hotel is hosting a Mandalorian convention. And I've got cosplayers.
I mean, they
It's
had
just a day
5
at the range,
Mandalorians
man.
check in. They thought there was a Mandalorian convention. Someone already put up on the billboard, "This is the way."
Good Lord.
Okay, so technically everyone is blending in with the crowd. Are we good with screen swiping to the spaceport, or was there anything you wanted to do between then?
I'm good.
Can we do some kind of healing or something to help our buddy here?
You
We all
can
have
totally
healing packs.
Yeah, I would like to use my second wind before screen swiping before we end this encounter.
Okay, so you can totally do that. Is anyone going to help Dizo out?
I mean, there's nothing you can do. You can't get rid of the crits. Not out in the field like this. Unless you're some mad mechanic or doctor with a special med kit.
I can punch you so you feel better in one area. You forget how much it hurts in another.
Whip out a melon baller and say, "I bought these cybernetic eyes."
That's right.
Yeah, I mean, if I can do a cool check or what, take some strain back, that would be good. But that would be about it.
Okay.
Wasn't there one of them that the really bad effect ended after the encounter?
No.
That would be nice, but no.
Damn.
Unfortunately, the one he rolled is its persistence. That's kind of what I'm asking is, do you guys want to head to a medic instead of the ship?
What do you think, Dizo?
That's an option.
You're the damaged one. What do you want me to do?
I don't know any medics or anything here, so no idea.
It's
All right, so we're just headed for the ship.
There's totally going to be sleazy clinics all over the place with sleazy clinic signs, like, you're in the bad parts of New York City.
Yeah, but all of those sleazy clinics will have ties to the people running the casino.
Black Sun.
Right. Yeah. Like we just are going to head to the spaceport.
Okay. So you guys are
I know
hobbling
we can help him on board.
You guys are hobbling on. Kind of. Are you going as one group, or are you staying split up in your three little mini groups?
So I was thinking that Talish and I wait, roughly in this area at the next intersection for them to cross because they're going to have to come up this way anyway. And then
We
the
can
four of
provide
us,
cover if necessary.
yeah, definitely find cover. But then we can move together as a group from there. And Bram could come up this alleyway and then head further west to meet up with us over there. So I would say we go as a group.
Yeah, we can provide cover for each other without actually huddling up like we're a group.
Right.
We're just going to move as a unit, just in separate positions, whatever.
Okay. So do me a favor. Each of you guys can do a cool or discipline to get some strain back, but I need one of you to give me either a leadership check for how smooth criminals you guys are after the cool rolls,
Yeah.
or a stealth check. Let me know when everyone's done your cool roll or your discipline.
Okay.
And Kelly, I think
So-
actually did an initiative roll. But you can use it because it's practically the same thing.
I'm trying to find it. It's being a little bit.
It's hiding in the C's or the D's. And Bram, I will totally give you that you got a cocktail drink that you're sipping under your helmet as you're escaping from them, and you are full on strain. What a time for a try.
Yeah.
Holy damn.
Oh my God, Chaff is
Jesus.
like, I've got you there, buddy. I got you there. And
Jesus.
if
The
you would
holy
like,
shit.
not only is Chaff full on strain, but would you like to use that other triumph to say you all safely get to the spaceport?
Yeah.
Obviously, it's soothing and calming that you're taking care of your wounded compatriot. You're so worried about him, you're actually finding hidden reserves in yourself.
Okay.
So go ahead and take that strain to 0. And for that second triumph, I will say we screen swiped outside the ship. Your guest is still sleeping soundly on your shoulder. What are you guys doing as you get to the spaceport?
Trying
Get on our
to,
ship.
first of all, make sure there are no eyes other than the protection we left on our ship. And get aboard as quickly and stealthily as possible.
Good question. Go ahead and give me somebody. I'll let you guys pick a vigilance or a perception. Vigilance if you're just being head in a swivel. Perception if you're stopping to Batman skulk and look.
I've got a pretty good perception, so I'm happy to try that.
Roger
I
that.
have perception.
Yeah.
I mean, my stealth is pretty good. I have 2 yellows and 2 green.
So, but it's perception or vigilance, not stealth.
Oh, I
Yeah,
thought you said.
thanks to Goldust Triumph, we don't
Yeah.
even have to worry about the stealth. You guys just tag teamed so beautifully, almost like you're a tactical unit of Mandalorians who've done this shit before.
What? Stop.
That's
Stop.
highly unlikely.
You must have us confused with someone with a different
Dieso.
band.
Dieso was walking down the street ahead of us all saying, I am one with the way. The way is with me. I am one with the way. The way is with me.
Using his rifle as his walking stick.
Is my pool ready?
Your pool is ready.
All right. Let's see if how this perception thing works.
Okay, I like the 2 threat there. That's something nice. So as you guys stop from a nice vantage point, you check out the landing pad. You know for a fact, as soon as you look at the guards that you left behind, they seem like they've seen some action. Like one of them totally just does that fist rub against his snout, and you just see the little bit of blood there. And the 2 of them give each other the buddy chest bump as they look over, and you see there's 2 beat up individuals that they knocked over into the corner and just knocked out. And along with the fact you see that they've been doing their money's worth. They roughed up some folks poking around where they shouldn't be poking around. You do notice there's somebody in a raggedy kind of hood and cowl kind of deal watching from a adjacent little patio area. Looks like there's a little grappling hook and line type of deal next to the person as they're watching through binocs at the Gamorreans. And just as you're watching, you see that whoever he or she is pulls a communicator out and starts to talk into the communicator. They're only about a good medium distance away on like the second or third floor of an adjacent building, completely exposed as a target from your mercenary point of view. But you totally see that they just watched whatever your guards did, and they look like they're reporting it to somebody. Now the question is, what are you guys going to do with that information? I mean, you're pretty sure you could rush to your ship, pat these guys on the back, and get on your ship and leave before whoever he just talked to does anything. Or maybe not. You never know.
Here's the maybe not.
I'm liking the idea of running and getting on the ship.
Oh no, I definitely want to run and get on the ship, but taking off might be another issue.
Well,
as Diesel says, point me towards the ship and I'll run.
I mean, you were our best pilot, but I can back you up on it, I believe. Does anybody else have 4 green in piloting?
I have 3.
I have for piloting planetary or space. Just 4 green.
All right, so either one of us could pilot.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I could pilot. I mean, 2 green, 2 yellow, and 3 black.
But you're totally blind at the moment.
Details.
I'm also 4 green in gunnery, so if you'd rather I get on a gun.
Sorry. It's only 2 black. It's only my perception that's 3 black.
Kelly, why don't you pilot? I'll get on gunnery because I've got 1 yellow, 3 green.
Okay, so then I will pilot.
Right, I'll get our staggering little buddy in.
So you guys are gonna run for the ship?
That's the plan, yep. Stan.
Okay,
just
nobody.
To give me an idea, since one of you is dragging a friend and another is carrying a person, somebody give me an athletics check. I just want to see how competent you guys are running.
Anybody beat 1 yellow, 2 green?
No, that's where I'm at. So we're even.
Negative.
Not today, you're not.
Oh boy.
I just realized I had all of them, so I gotta spend one.
Get it, Drish.
I will do it. Say when.
As you guys are running, and immediately your guards put their hands out to stop anyone from coming close, and the other one elbows him and says, "Those are the guys who hired us." "Oh yes, we are ready for our payments. We have done good. No one has been allowed to look at your ship. Go ahead and roll your athletics."
Oh God, here we go.
Except for the guy on the roof.
Oh, thank God. I'll take the 2 threat as long as it was a success.
Okay.
Look at that roll, though. Holy shit.
Okay, so you guys are rushing, and immediately when you get there, your guard friends are getting in your way and stopping you from getting on board the ship because they're waiting for their payment.
Except I got a success.
But are you paying your guards? They're not going to let you leave without paying them.
We're tossing money to them.
Yeah, but don't we normally do that kind of thing on the line? I mean, that's how we booked this whole thing, and I thought we actually paid when we came down, didn't we?
You paid them up front?
I thought we
not
did.
stay.
I did not pay them up front.
We did not? Okay. All right. So yeah, sure. We'll pay them right now then, real quick.
And
Because
immediately for
to
those
keep
two
them from-
threats, you realize they're not sure if they got paid up front or not. They just wanting to put their hands out for money, and you're realizing that they're like horrible bellhops. They just want to get paid.
So who? Kelly, you're piloting, right?
Yeah, I'll pilot.
Right.
All right. I'm gonna go jump. Drop this body and put him in the. Get in the gunner seat. So Bram, why don't you settle up with them, and that'll let Chaff help Diesel get on board.
So there's this really awkward moment as you guys are running on, and immediately, the crimson armored one comes running up, says he's paying. Next one comes running up with the guy on his shoulder, he's paying, and points behind him. The third guy, they're like, hey, who's paying us?
Hey, I call over the communicator to Bram, pay them a little extra to try to cover our asses as we're getting out.
Good idea.
See if they'll do it. Like, you might not roll well or whatever, or they might take the money and stay and help.
Or tell them to arrest the guy on the roof.
Yeah, might want to remind them it's not a good idea to cheat a Mandalorian.
So, Jim, what are the planetary defenses like on this here Black Sun world?
Well, no, remember this is Nar Shaddaa. This is a Hutt world.
Oh, this Hutt world, yeah.
And basically the planetary defenses are really good, but there's 13 different family clans that run all of them, so they're not unified. I mean,
what I'm getting at is basically when we take off, if I were to just blast that balcony, is that going to cause us much grief getting out of here?
That's a good question. Go ahead and give me a knowledge check, and I'll tell you.
Okay. All right. What kind of knowledge check?
Give me a smarts roll.
Or I'll even take a if you want to go with streetwise. Might be better than your knowledge.
Probably not. Nope.
And did you just bip a bip? I thought I heard.
I did bip a bip.
Okay, I got your bip in there.
On streetwise?
Give me streetwise. Yep.
Nope. Don't know.
You're pretty sure it's Nar Shaddaa. There are no lawyers on this planet. There are just Hutts. So you're pretty sure the 50-50, depending on how much damage you do, whether the Hutts put a bounty out on your ship.
Yeah, we're not gonna shoot the balcony. We don't know exactly who the lookout, the scout is working for anyway. They could be a Hutt for all we know, and we have no beef with them right now. So
it could be an ally. Who knows?
Yep. We don't know.
I mean, it's not, but they could be.
Right.
I played this game before.
Totally take the credits from you, Bram. How much of a tip are you giving them?
%.
What? 20%?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Sounds good.
You kind of hastily pull out the credits and slap it in their hand, and they look and they're like, very appreciative. You see a big chesty look as they're like, boss, you want us to take the body you guys went on the ship with? We'll take it with these two guys. We'll take care of the body for you for free. For free.
No,
it's not a body.
No, we're good. We have plans for him.
Drunk friend.
Yeah,
oh
drunk
my
friend.
gosh, you guys are so thoughtful.
Okay, we know a place that buys fresh meats, so we were going to take these over there. They looked at your ship wrong, and we didn't like
that. Good work.
We did
what
good
about
work.
the guy on the balcony looking at it wrong?
The guy that they have no idea about?
Unless somebody tells them.
We take them and get rid of them now. You need us for more work? We work hard.
You did. Fortunately, I mean, maybe next time we come by, we'll look you up.
You pointed
All
them
right.
to the balcony, right?
No, he didn't.
Like, did you warn them about the balcony? Did you
Never
not?
said anything
What did we
about the
do?
balcony.
I did not hear
Yeah.
that answer.
So yeah, no, I would like to as described to say, look, as we're leaving, could you make sure they I forgot what it is about the balcony. So
There
It's
was
There's a
got
guy
people on
eyeballing them with the binoculars.
okay.
Do you know where you can
You're
find more
eyeballing
bodies to
them.
sell?
You want us to throw him off the balcony?
if
Sure.
you deem it necessary.
anything. You know what?
Yeah, that's what I
Dealer's
said.
choice.
We leave it to you to handle it as you see fit.
Okay,
Which
we,
means
we,
he's
we go do that first, then we come back for those bodies.
Awesome.
Are you leaving?
yep.
And we are leaving.
Safe travels. May the great mother of the sky guide your travels.
Yep, that's what's happening. Okay, bye.
And make sure to tell others of good work we did.
We'll keep your names on file.
5-star review. 5-star review.
As they wave goodbye as you get on, and they're heading over to that building that's got the person on the balcony for who knows what's going to happen.
I mean, they're Gamorreans. It's going to take them a half day to get there. So
Some big feet can move pretty good.
I mean, their agility does not start very high, let's put it that way. So, am I to assume that your pilot's going to hit it and punch it and get out of there without any clearance from any local authority?
I mean, do you guys want me to just
Please be
I mean,
let
gentle on
her?
the ship.
Let's be honest, local authority is kind of an air quote authority. You can totally just punch it and go.
Happens all the time.
They're used to it.
Get us out of here, girl.
Is that what you're going to do?
Don't let them scare you.
Ah,
Be nice to the ship.
So go
All right.
ahead and give me your piloting check to gun it and blast the hell off of Nar Shaddaa.
nice. But
As
there's
the-
threat.
the ship is going to suffer 2 system strain from the shake. Thankfully, you avoided all of the traffic. You got this clear angle. You blasted the afterburner, so there's this beautiful little contrail in the air as you guys are taking off. As you go from the blue to the black to the stars pop out, as you're seeing all these ships going every which direction. There's no order to the space lanes out here in space, but you break atmosphere and into the gravity well. And as you're just about to do some choices, damn, someone does not wake up. So what do you do with your prisoner?
I couldn't hear you. What?
What do you do with your prisoner?
They throw binders to them. They bind them.
yeah, I thought we also had a place to put prisoners on the ship, didn't we?
I don't know
I
about
would-
that, but
Think
Maybe
that we
not, but-
do?
It's the quarters
be
that have the
surprised.
smell that you still can't get out.
Right. Exactly.
You pick one of the rooms and you take out the lock from the inside. I
We
mean,
would have
you
already had it set up to take this guy back because this was our plan all along. If we could,
we
we
put
wouldn't
them.
be doing this on the fly.
We throw stun cuffs on them. I got
Yeah.
2 sets of stun cuffs.
Stun cuffs and we'll keep eyes on him the whole time. I mean, for now he's unconscious.
But where do you put him?
Probably in the lounge. Yeah, in the lounge. Right? Because a couple of us can stay in the lounge and keep an eye on them.
The classic Star Wars.
We only have one set.
Only have one what?
One set.
One set
One
of what?
movie set. One movie
Oh.
set.
The same movie's just constantly on loop all day, all night. So who's taking first watch with your guest?
We could always weigh his ankles and throw him in the pool.
Fill the pool just up to just below nose level.
Right?
I'll take first watch with him. Go get some rest. Get yourself taken care of. Diesel, you look really, really rough. And I can't even see your face.
Okay.
That's how bad you look. I don't even need to say your face to know.
I mean, you saw how much fluid was leaking out of him. Go ahead and give me your vigilance or perception while you're on watch.
Okay.
You guys are hitting hyperspace, heading back, right?
Yep.
And I've got your upgrade.
Well, that was great.
He seems to be passed out where you put him in the lounge. He's got the binders on. Everything seems to be fine.
Yep, and I still have my gun on him. Everything seems to be fine, but I know how tricksy these little brats are.
And just to ask, these shock binders you put on him, which version are they?
They're the really good ones that you can't pick.
Okay, they are the really good ones.
I told you.
Yeah, I don't screw around.
They're the remote control type, right?
You mean remote control?
Were they the stun cuffs?
The stun cuffs. If they attempt to break free and create, and on their check they get 2 threat or a triumph or a whatchamacallit, the despair, they suffer 4 strain, ignoring soak.
Okay, so while Chaff is watching him very diligently, he seems to be asleep as his hands are sneaking around doing a thing. And yeah, I will kind of give you that 3 failures. He's doing a thing under the table again because he's an asshole. He'll totally take a blue for his next check. There's your threat. So, Chaff, you see him sleeping. You've got your gun propped at him. You've got yourself a comfortable spot over him with the weapon right there, aimed, good to go. He seems to be sleeping, and he kind of stirs restlessly and stirs restlessly a second time as you hear him yelp when he takes 4 strain when the stun cuffs go off. But from the corner of your eye, you see the cuffs go clink, clink when he yowls from the stunning. He is free of the stun cuffs.
I shoot him with my weapon.
Is your weapon on stun or?
Yeah, of course it's on stun. I'm not going to kill this guy. We took all this effort to get in here.
So I'm going to give you a free upgrade since you had your weapon trained on him this whole time, and a blue for his 3rd threat. As you know, he was playing possum and managed to get the cuffs off. Go ahead and take
I'm
your
actually
shot.
envisioning Chaff knowing him he's doing this the entire time and just waiting to shoot him.
Golda, while you're at it, make sure you aim.
Yeah. Well, I've had my gun trained on him the whole time. So there's that.
I'll give you a
Aim.
second blue for aiming. How about that?
Okay.
I was figuring the upgrade was for the aiming, but I'll give you the second blue as well. You got him dead to rights.
All
Go
right.
ahead and
Is my
take your
pool correct?
shot. Your pool is ready.
And I can just hear
Okay.
Chaff going, "That's what I was waiting for." You just played right into my hand.
Okay.
I was waiting for an excuse to shoot you.
Exactly.
No, was I was a Mandalorian, and weapons are part of my religion.
So am I using a maneuver to aim when I'm aiming right now? Or what is
Yes.
that?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've
but
got
it doesn't
two.
cost you strain.
Okay, I've got 2 blue. When using a maneuver to aim, gain 2 blue. Cannot use second maneuver to aim again.
Ah,
Oh,
there you go.
okay.
Yep.
I've got 2 blue in there for you for aim.
Okay.
Because you have that talent. That's right.
That's right. No, it's my lucky blaster. A blaster being, quote, lucky is less about its manufacture and more about its behavior. All right, here we go. My pool's ready, you said?
Twitchy. Yep, your pool is ready. It's twitchy in the way you like. Uh-oh.
You have something
What
wrong
the hell?
you have something wrong in the quality, probably.
Let me peek into your character sheet. This break brought to you by Lucky Bat
I've got
Blasters.
stun setting. The qualities is stun setting. Do I take that out?
Let me look.
No,
real quick.
quality stun setting is fine. Make sure
What?
you don't have anything in modifiers
It's in
or
No.
features, I mean.
good.
Features, I
the-
have something in features.
Yeah,
it's
remove what you
That's-
have in features.
That's
the
not the
comment
text
in
that
features.
populated.
Go ahead and here. Let me edit it for you.
And make sure
Oh,
it's done settings
It's the
all the way
colon
left.
that's probably killing you. Go ahead
All
and
the way
try
right.
rolling again.
The text that's populating is what's in qualities.
Yeah, qualities is what screws it up. I've never seen features screw it up.
Should we move the text from qualities over to features and just leave qualities empty?
It's because under stun setting you have more stuff. Blaster being lucky is less about that's what's messing it up. So I'll copy that, put it over in your features, and delete it off stun settings. See how on stun settings it says blaster being lucky? That's what's messing it up.
Yeah.
Go ahead and try now.
Boom. Ouch.
Boom. So I can tell you before you spend any advantage or triumph, you've done enough stun damage to him with 7 points of stun damage to knock him out where his head hits the table hard. What would you like for your triumph and advantage?
For my triumph, I think I'd like him to be out for the rest of the trip, period. No more waking up because he's got a real big goose egg on his forehead.
He hit his head so hard he is, mildly concussed and doing the one thing you don't do with a concussion, which is sleep it off.
That's right. Hey, we just needed to bring him back, man. He's alive. It's got a pulse check. I mean, like I said last week, I have guns. I just prefer to hit people. I just preferred to shoot this time.
You totally pulled a Quigley down under. I didn't say I don't use pistols. I just don't like to use pistols. So he is out cold the rest of the trip. It is very uneventful. Is there anything you guys are doing besides just going to the drop off?
Well, if that counts as an encounter, I'd love to take a strain back.
You guys are going to be fully healed up on strain because it's more than just an encounter.
Hey.
It's a solid 13-hour trip that you can take real casual.
Beautiful.
There's somewhere you
yeah,
want to stop on the
unfortunately, I have nothing I can offer you in the way of medicine, so I'd love to help, but my 2 green are not advisable.
I just sleep, and then when we get there, we'll deal with the castle there or whatever. And I'm sure he's got great medical staff.
As you're totally sitting there with the proverbial movie cold compress, because that cures all ails. Okay, you get back to the planet. Do you radio your client?
Yep.
And what do you tell your client?
Got him.
The package has been secured, as well as the delivery boy, because they were primarily wanting the sword.
Both packages are.
We will be.
We have a full delivery.
We are en route, and we will be making a full delivery in X hours.
Excellent, excellent. I will have my security team ready and waiting for you at the landing pad to take delivery of the packages. And I
As
will
well
be there
as-
myself for the antique.
Okay.
And please have our payment ready at that time.
Of course. That has been ready and waiting for you upon your return.
Excellent.
I don't think he caught that.
Apparently not. I mean, tried a couple times there, but
Do you have medical?
Well, I mean, there's other things that.
Looking against the wall, going, and he's all
Well,
alone.
yeah, but we don't need to ask them that over the comms. We can, when we get there, we can say we need access to your medical facilities, and I actually want to check out at their armory if they have. I mean, they're a
noble family.
up and they're a trader. Yeah, that's it. So I'm sure they have weapons for sale.
Okay,
basic
so
priorities, whatever.
You guys. As the poor blind guy's like, weapons do me no good if I can't see where to point them.
I'm
So
just
you
sleeping,
guys-
so
You guys get to the planet side. Your pilot's gonna pilot down there and get a free upgrade in blue to their piloting check. Go ahead, apparently getting some extra goodies there. Or afraid that I'll totally use the upgrade against. Okay, I've got your dice pool set.
you know you were gonna click it.
As Kelly flies the ship beautifully into the planet. It's nice and smooth. There's some light, misty rain happening on the planet. You totally see the landing pad where there's a little honor guard of security guards, plus your client himself is standing out there. And you notice there's someone with 3 parasols surrounding them that you're assuming is probably his daughter. And a gentleman in a sterile suit. It's basically like half plastic, going up to an apron that's made of paper, and has a little doctor's bag next to him. As you guys land and open the ship ramp, who's coming off first?
I'll be carrying the body again because he's unconscious, and I've got the brawn for it. So I'm probably not the first one off. I would think the sword should probably go off first, and whoever is our best speaky person should probably hand that over.
I did pretty well talking to him last time, but yeah. I don't know. Do we have somebody who's better?
I doubt it. If you did it last time, it's probably going to be your shtick.
All right. So I will walk off with the sword. I have it's in a carrying case, or was it loose when we picked it up?
It's got a scabbard that he had on his belt, so I'm assuming you took it off while he was out cold.
100%. So I have it back in the scabbard, and I have lightly polished the item so that there's not fingerprints on it, right? I just want it to look nice. Weapons should never be handled and left in a poor condition. and this schmuck hasn't been taking good care of it. So I cleaned it up a little bit on our trip, and I'm there to present it to him in the scabbard, looking pretty.
Ooh, and immediately he gives you the little greedy fingers and says, "May I?"
Of course.
As he comes up your ramp to take the sword, he whips the sword out, does a couple quick moves that shows he is very proficient with the sword, even though you wouldn't think he's very martially. And he keeps the sword out of the scabbard, you notice.
Mm-hmm.
As he's like, "Ooh, my credits were well spent. You all were quite excellently recommended. Now show me that knave, that criminal against children." And he looks across, and you realize at ground level now the 3 parasols or 3 aides holding umbrellas over his daughter while she's out there crying into a handkerchief. Or
Yep.
getting pitter-patted by rain. You can't quite tell.
So yeah, I'll come down with the body.
Physician, this is the knave. Sedate him so he's not a problem. And you notice the doctor gentleman opens his bag with one hand and pulls out a hypo syringe and kind of gestures if you wouldn't mind him stabbing the guy in the ass with it.
You said there are like guards here with the guy, right?
Yep. There's about 12 guards sitting out here.
Okay, I go and dump the body in front of a couple of the guards.
Okay, and the physician immediately goes down and sticks the needle in his ass and fires the hypo off. You see the vial bubble, and drain into the guy. And he looks back at his lord and says, "Your lordship, he shall not awake for at least 48 hours." And he whips the hypo needle back in the bag and takes a step behind his lordship. And his lordship looks at the way you threw him on the ground and says, "You treat this dog the way he deserves. I respect that."
I just give him a nod.
Mortis, see that they are paid and provide them a small tip, the gratuity for what they have done. And he looks at the beautifully cleaned blade and he goes over and says, "We must make sure the drugs have done their job." And he runs the blade across the other ass cheek that wasn't just stabbed with the hypo. And you just see this little rivulet of blood come up and no physical reaction. As he's like, "He is adequately sedated." And he rubs the bloody edge of the blade and wipes it off so it's still clean. And then he looks at it and holds the blade out to the side, summons one of his attaches to handkerchief the blade, and then sheathes it. And he gives this very, very proud, big-chested harumph to you warriors, from a warrior to warriors, if you get the idea, even though he's way too pomp and circumstance to be a Mandalorian.
So I am going to ask him, once we get the transfer completed, I'll ask him if one of my clansmates was injured, may we have access to your medical facilities, and 2, do you deal in arms trades?
Arms? You wish weapons on top of bringing me these gifts?
Oh no,
Customer.
we would pay full market price for all of your goods and services.
We just know yours is the best, my lord.
Oh, he big under his mustache, cheek blush, and he says, "See, daughters, when you hire the right people, they bring credits back into your own pockets in a mutually beneficially partnership, as opposed to someone who takes what they want and leaves everything behind without consequence." And she just like wilts under his words because you know exactly what he's talking about.
Yep. Oh yeah.
As he says, "Excellent. Physician, see to this brave man who's obviously incurred some damage to his physique under our employment. It is only the proper and right thing to do. Do you see, daughter? This is how you treat those who are loyal and true to you." And again, she like wilts a little more as he's beaten the horse just a couple more times. "Come, let us go into the castle. We shall have refreshments. I shall have one of my merchants provide you with an entire catalog of the items we currently have in stock on site here, as well as items that can be procured and delivered to you en route in a different location. And I'm sure my physician will take the proper amount of time. And he immediately asked the physician, how long you would take to recover. Do me a favor. What are the 2 worst crits you have?
I'm still sleeping in my cabin, but they're both 3 purple crits. I mean, I don't know which one. The one's suffer a strain for every action. The other one's blinded. So, I mean,
I think the strain is going to be the worst right now. But both are bad.
Blinded one, I can't see well at the other.
you're
And he
welcome.
says,
I did that all for you guys.
Oh my
he takes your description of his injuries, says, "Oh, he's blind. That will require some time to get better. My lordship, I think the wounded one will probably require at least 2 weeks of my medical care." And he says, that seems appropriate. Besides, maybe if you Mandalorians are bored, you can show my royal guards how your weapon training goes to show how adequate they are compared to Mandalorian training, which I've heard is the most extreme.
Well, that's only 2 of the 3 crits. Well, I have a 2 crit as well. So,
Well, with his 2 triumphs, he's guesstimating how long it would take to heal you up with their facilities.
yeah, okay.
I mean, if you don't want to stay 2 weeks, you can go with just 1 crit being healed.
No, I'm just saying I have 3 total crits. So, but luckily the other one is only remove all boost dice from all skill checks until the end of the encounter. So that one at least is off.
So you guys are treated to 2 weeks of nice, bougie, royal treatment. If you guys don't want to remove your helmets, you can be fed privately in your rooms. That's fine. If you require any physical attention, you guys are basically over the 2 weeks healed up of any 2 crits that you have. I'll let you pick which crits you want healed in case some are least severe than others. But the doctor is that good with his auto doc, with his surgeon droid, that we don't even need to worry about no rolls. But he can cure 2 crits in 2 weeks.
All right.
I'm assuming wounds are taken care of.
Wounds are going to be completely taken care of, so you're going to be back to full health.
Yay!
As you guys get the payout as well as an extra 2,000 credits.
So what was the total payout, including the 2,000 then?
Where's my notes? They're from forever ago.
Yeah, I don't
A
recall.
noble from Sereno. The agent is a spy and may have gifts. Bounty for him alive is 75,000 credits. So we get 77,000.
Lots of money.
Those are the notes that I have from 218.
Yep, that is correct.
So we get 77,000.
So
Yeah, 2,000 extra.
Okay.
Yep. Now remember, you're going to be paying 12% of your take to your fixer.
All right, so math that out for us.
Okay, in that case, I'll pull the calculator.
So we get 67,760.
I just mathed the wrong way.
67,760.
And then that's how much? Per?
I was going to say, why don't we each take 10,000 and put the last 17,760 into the ship?
I'm okay with that.
Wait a minute. How do you come up with 23,000, Jim?
Oops.
For 12%?
That's
Yeah.
the amount to take.
Sorry, I calculated the wrong way. It's 9,000 to the fixer.
There you go.
Okay.
I'm
Like I said, so we get
I appear-
67,760.
So how many do we get?
So the proposal is that each of us personally gets 10,000.
Right,
I'm
and then
good with that, the rest of
17,760 goes into the ship.
Yeah, I'm totally good with that.
And you have an extra, 2 weeks of looking at weapon catalogs that you can order and have delivered to you. Even get some test shots to play with them first.
So I have something very specific already figured out, Jim, and that's why I figured if we have 2 weeks, that's beautiful because they probably aren't going to have it on hand. As I, checked with you over the over chat, what I'm looking for is a heavy blaster rifle with a fully spec'd out augmented spin barrel, a fully spec'd out enhanced exciter, and a telescopic scope, coming in, including the 10%, at a price of 6,250, I believe. Yeah, well, hang on. Let me no, 6,270, I believe.
And
One moment, please.
Blaster rifle's name gonna be?
I'll have to come up with a name, but that is the beast that I've been wanting to save for.
I'm gonna say, what's their name? The Exciter.
Her name's Margaret.
Oh.
The tight-barreled Exciter.
Yeah, 6,270 after the 10%.
And having expert weapon modifiers modify the weapon for you.
Yep.
Now let's hope he doesn't roll a despair and break it the first time he takes it out.
Well, to destroy the weapon, I think it was 2 despair causes the blaster to explode, destroying it and inflicting 1 automatic crit on the wielder. But hey,
what's life without risk?
Note
So-
to self, the next job is a target that has adversary 2, so I can have 2 red dice in play.
So long range, damage 13, auto fire, cumbersome 2, which I have covered, accuracy 1, pierce 4.
It's a ridiculous rifle.
Yep.
And a scope.
So basically, when we were out there in the middle of the street and we were thinking about shooting at those hover cars, I would be shooting at the hover cars.
Kelly did shoot at the hover cars.
No, she shot at the pilot because hitting the hover car.
Both hover cars from a certain point of view.
I'm like, what I saw, she took both of them out.
Yeah, but
Yes.
You're welcome.
specifically, right? It was beautiful. I agree. I'm not discounting that, but she had to, carefully aim for the pilot. I'd just start shooting at the whole vehicle.
And don't forget, you guys get 20 experience.
Hoorah.
Yay!
20?
I will be buying True Aim.
I mean, with that rifle, you better be.
Yep. It all came together beautifully.
So what's the odds of finding kurtosis here?
Well, they've got a sword made of it.
will say yes, it is available, but it is stupid expensive.
What, 10K?
Oh wait, that's Beskar, not
According to the
Cortez.
book, unless you're altering the price.
Freya, don't alter it further.
It's 10K. That's ridiculously expensive.
Well, yeah,
We just got 10K.
exactly.
Burning a hole in his Beskar. Come on.
Because there's not a Beskar mod, right? So it's just, I mean, it's going to be the Cartosis, right? So.
What are you looking to get in Cortosis?
Well, the armor.
Now remember, are you looking to have your armor modded?
Yeah, adding Cortosis to the armor.
So you're wanting them to do it, or are you going to look for a Mandalorian Forge Master to do it?
Well, probably have to find the proper person. So it'd be, I guess, buying the Cortosis weave to be added. Because, yeah, I'm not going to let just any.
I mean, if they do
do
it's
it.
going to distinctly not look right on your Mandalorian armor, I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
Because they're not going to be able to do Mandalorian quality. But if you're wanting someone to upgrade your armor to Beskar / Cortosis, because they both do the same thing, it's the mod price plus 10% if they're doing it for you to guarantee success. And you guys do know where there are Forge Masters, so that's totally something you guys can do.
Hey Jim, would they buy used equipment here at half price?
They would buy it at quarter price.
Quarter price. All right. In that case, I'm going to sell both the blaster carbines I have.
Oh, you get this beautiful, immaculate, kitted out rifle, and you're like, take this garbage out of my sights.
Well, pretty much, yeah. I mean, eventually I'm going to get a pistol too, but carrying those carbines with my beast gun, that's a lot of gear to be carrying.
Okay, so feel free to spend your well-gotten gains, and don't forget to spend your experience too. As you guys have gotten a reputation now, and Healing Gas, your Rhodian fixer friend, will totally hook you up with jobs after you give him that great payout. All the information I got for you guys was worth it.
Better.
It is 9 o'clock.
Okay. Good night, everybody.
And what's the check for doing it, the Cortosis weave?
No, if you're paying the 10% extra, they succeed on the check basically.
No, if I did it myself.
Oh, it would basically be the weapons modification. Are you going to try your hand at becoming a Forge Master?
Well, I mean, I'm a mechanic. I mean,
you're an armor,
gadget.
right?
I'm a gadgeteer. Yes, so it's the closest thing to a armor.
Junior Forge Master yourself. Do you want to
see
try
what it shows?
yourself?
I'm looking. Just
as they will totally sell you the best car at modification price. Yes, here's the best car. Don't fuck it up.
Yeah, it doesn't say what. I guess I would have to do the
mechanics. So it starts
I
believe at average, and then each mod adds an extra purple.
Ah, shit.
What do you mean, per mod already on it?
Yeah, per mod on it.
Well, do the helmet mods count? Because you said those were.
I will say those won't count at the moment.
Okay, so I don't have, but just that would be my first actual mod to the armor. at that point. So, yeah, I may try it myself. Because Beskar or Cortosis is decent stuff.
It's great stuff.
Ignores Sunder quality, armor ignores breach and pierce qualities.
The fact that you can basically ignore Pierce right
Yeah.
there gives you that we see,
Yeah.
the Mandalorian walking down the hallway and the shots just ricocheting off, dropping him to a knee but not actually hurting him.
Exactly.
You may get 3
Well,
advantages and drop me to a knee, but you're not piercing my shell.
Yep. So.
Are we saying that Diesel had enough crits, he's not going to be critted ever again?
That's what we're hoping to avoid. He's getting tired of that.
As crit is my witness, I shall not be critted again.
So it's an average check. I should be able to do that without any problem.
Average check.
All right.
We will
I'll buy it.
We will find out next time. How about that?
Yep. Nice.
And is there an upgrade for Cortosis?
No, it's let me look
Just,
again.
I know it gives you a buttload at one shot, so I wasn't sure if there was a second or a third mod for it.
Whoops, clicked the wrong thing. Yeah, so Cortosis, it's just the Cortosis weave. It just I don't think that is that a Cortosis weave quality Cortosis mod. Period.
Okay.
Requires 2 hard points.
Any additional mods? I was pretty sure
just
there
that
wasn't,
base.
It gives you so much in one shot.
Well, I mean, yeah, no breach and no pierce.
No
I mean,
breach,
that's
no Sunder and no Pierce.
Yeah, that's pretty bad already. Just, I mean, that's why it's 10K. So, yeah, ignores Sunder quality, armor ignores breach and pierce quality. So, yeah, that, I mean, right there is pretty huge.
All right, guys, I'm
cool.
logging off.
Yep.
Good
Bye.
Have a good night, guys.
Have a good night.
Spend those experience points.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Already done. True aim.
He's like,
Right.
I've got
Then comes the dedication, and then maybe another rank of true aim. Have a good night.
Later, guys.